Hello. Welcome to what may very well be a surprise episode of Thought for Thursday. I am working to see if we're getting our network situation straightened out. At any rate, I hope that you all have had an awesome week. I'm happy to be here with you. And I think I'm going live over here on Instagram, and we are live. Great. So, surprise. I know I didn't announce that we were going to do Thought for Thursday tonight. I gave no teasers or anything. But I wanted to hop on here quickly and talk to you just a bit about something that I frequently say in my posts or in the blogs that I write and even when I speak. And that is the importance of being able to plug into your journey. And I talk about how it really is one of the best tools that you can have in your arsenal of tools that you should have gathered to help to create the life that you desire, both personally and professionally. Now, let's face it, life can really throw us some curves. And there comes with life probably just about every kind of challenge that you can't imagine. And you may be saying, well, how in the world is it that I can plug into some of the worst experiences that I've seen, that I've encountered, that I've had in my life? How am I supposed to plug into those and use them as a tool to create the life that I truly desire? Where some of those experiences have been really pitfalls that you've fallen into on your way to making something that you just knew was going to prosper. Perhaps investments that you've put in that you just knew was going to bring about that landmine deal that you had been working on for quite some time. Well, it's true. These things, in many instances, will bring us to the point where we feel that we are absolutely going to break. But it is when things are put in fire that they're strengthened. And that is exactly what can occur based on the things that you've experienced, particularly the traumatic things that you've experienced. I know I speak about one of the traumatic incidents I've had in my life and how it's really taught me that pain, for example, may cause me to bend, but it doesn't mean I have to break. It's taught me that it's important to believe in what it is that I desire to do and where it is I desire to go, and not let anyone else's expectations or thoughts or anything at all that they feel they know about your life to dictate exactly what it is that you know deep down inside that you can do. And I talk about the importance of not dwelling on the fact that you missed an opportunity, that you missed something that may have caused you a great deal of anguish, that may have cost you some real things, some tangible things. The importance of not being able to sit in that or not sitting in that, but to move past it. So, those are some of the things that I'm talking about. Some of the lessons that you learn through really being pressed up against the wall that will help you in finally getting to where it is that you want your life to be. If the lesson is nothing more than, I don't want to do that same thing over again. But 9 out of 10, there's going to be something in there that's going to not only perhaps help you to say, I don't want to do that again, but 9 out of 10, there's going to be something in there that's going to be able to give you some specific instruction on how you can move in the next step. So, what are some of the things? How is it that some of what you go through will enable you to continue to press forward when navigating life seems to perhaps have you running in the same circles over and over and over again? What is it that can actually make a difference? How is plugging into your journey really going to help you? You can learn from your failures, for example. Perhaps it's, as I said already, perhaps you tried to start something up. Imagine launching a startup of some sort that just fails. The experience, while it's really painful, can be incredibly rich in lessons. It teaches you resilience that we've talked about before, the importance of doing market research. It may teach you things like financial planning and perhaps most importantly, the need to pivot when things aren't working. So that alone, just in that using that example right there, you see how plugging into that rather than sitting back and falling in total despair about it. You may cry about it for a while, you may moan about it for a while, but the important thing to do is to be able to, even if you sit and write down the lessons and see how you can apply it to what it is that you want to do to get finally to where you want to be. What's another example of how adversity in your journey can help you to push to be where you want to be? For example, overcoming a painful breakup. We've all had them. Personal relationships, when they end, they can really, really lead to some emotional pain. However, they also provide opportunities for, some deep self reflection. What did I contribute to the failure? What is it about me that I may have been able to do differently so that I won't go down that road again? Being able to understand your strengths coming out of something like that and your weaknesses, being able to understand what it is that you do well and the things that you really need to improve upon. Self knowledge in something like that can really lead to healthier future relationships. And they don't have to be just in your romantic relationships, in your business relationships, in the relationships you have with your friends, your children, other members of your family. You can learn from painful experiences, and that can help you to be better. What's another example of plugging into your journey? Um, we've all had these as well. A career setback, for example, being passed over for a promotion or experiencing something where you have developed an entire program and perhaps someone else takes credit for that program. A job loss of any kind can be a severe blow to your self esteem and, of course, your financial security, right? However, these setbacks can also redirect your career path. How often have you heard of a situation where someone has totally hit rock bottom in one career, but it was the catalyst that really propelled them to be able to do what they needed to do in the career that they truly desired and dreamed of? Yeah, that's an example of how plugging into your journey can help you to propel into where you probably should have been all along as far as your career goes. All right. What about mistakes in financial decisions? We talked about that just a little, when we were talking about the startup, right? But financial mistakes, poor investments. You're just starting out, you're trying to find your way. You have a wonderful nest egg and you decide that you want to make some investments and you invest in the wrong way and perhaps you lose it all. That's a hard way to lose, to get a lesson, isn't it? But the point is, losing in that way really kind of gives you some hints, some direction as to the funds to avoid going forward. It gives you direction in knowing and experience and confidence, hopefully, because once you're burned, you really are careful about not getting even scorched again, right? So something like that can help you to gather what it is that you need to absolutely be able to make the journey more of what you desire for it to be in the future. You see, all of these things are things that didn't sound like the best scenarios whatsoever. They may have caused us some emotional turmoil, some emotional pain, some real downfall. But the point is, every part of your journey has a purpose and a place, particularly if you believe that God has ordained your life for a reason and has put you here to do something. Then you know that there is purpose to what it is you are here for and what it is that you are to do. So, whatever has happened is only going to make you stronger and help you to navigate that path even better. So I want us to focus on that tonight. I want us to focus on the fact that a fall doesn't mean that we can't get up. I want us to focus on the fact that just because someone told us that we weren't capable of doing something in the past, and it may have held us back all this time, and it's been fed to us so frequently that we really believe that we're not capable. Just because we've believed it for so long in the past doesn't mean that we can't actually accomplish it in the future. Plug into that. I always say with limiting beliefs, test them out. Who told you? Are they qualified to tell you that you're not capable of doing? How well do they know you? Do they really have a sense for what it is that you have innate in you that you're able to do? Plug into that journey, plug into it so that you can be stronger, that you can be wiser, that you can not only help yourself to go further, but it is your responsibility to pour into someone else to help them as well. I'm a firm believer that all that we experience, our journeys are for ourselves, but yeah, they're for others too. They're for others when we have lessons that can help them to perhaps pass some of the things that we got stuck in, like quicksand. They're for others when we have uh, uh, programs and we have knowledge and we have the ability to mentor and to tutor and to help others to get all the things that perhaps we're unable or perhaps we did not get perhaps at a certain age. I think frequently of how important it is to mentor our young people, how important it is to give them the navigation that perhaps we didn't get, and how it is so incredible how each age range provides a totally different perspective, a totally different body of knowledge, how the grandparents of our age offer such innate wisdom, and that wisdom passed down to my generation and that wisdom passed down and so forth and so on, and how people have created tremendous legacies in that way. Yeah, there's an importance to plugging into your journey. There's an importance to realizing that you have a purpose and a plan for your life. And you cannot let your past, the way that you've come up until this point, stop you in any way from pursuing that thing that you are purposed to do. So, yeah, plug into your journey, gather the lessons, be strengthened by them, be appreciative and grateful even for the rough patches, even for those things that you feel were totally going to take you out and very well may have almost done that. Be grateful because it's those things that help to mold you into exactly who you are right now. And if used properly, they will help you to get to where you are supposed to be. All right, that's it. I just wanted to hop in tonight, and I see we've got some people watching. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate that. And I want to encourage you. And hi, Terry. I see that you're watching also. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. I'm sorry I can't see a whole lot over on Instagram, but I believe that there are some folks who left comments there as well. Thank you for popping in. I hope that what I've told you about plugging into your journey has made a huge difference for you. I want you to go out and live life intentionally. Live the purpose that you have been placed here to live. Know that just who you are is enough, that you have been made fearfully and wonderfully with an imprint that is needed. Touch something and make a difference for you, make a difference for somebody else. Plug into your journey and make where you're going all the better, all the richer, all the wiser, all that you want your future to be. All right. Thanks so much. You guys have a great evening.